A morning full of surprises. Bang Si-hyuk, founder of HYBE labels and the man who built BTS from the ground up, stood frozen in the main recording room of the HYBE building. In his hand, he held a freshly written lyric sheet. The title, One Note for You. The songwriter, Jungkook. But what shocked him more wasn't just the song itself, with its soft melody, heart-wrenching lyrics, and deep romantic vibe. It was the fact that the song was dedicated to Lisa of Blackpink. He wrote this himself? Bang Si-hyuk asked quietly to the producer beside him. Yes, Hyungnim. Jungkook came to the studio 3 nights in a row. He said this song was special. He didn't want anyone else to help write it. It all came straight from his heart. Bang Si-hyuk shook his head in disbelief. But this is incredible. This isn't just a love song. It's like an open letter. Flashback, 3 days ago Jungkook sat at the piano, the studio dimly lit, accompanied only by a cup of coffee and the shadow of memories. In his heart, there was one person who inspired melody after melody, Lisa, not because she's an idol, Jungkook murmured as he played the opening notes, but because she's the only one who makes me want to be honest through music. Back at HYB, Bang Si-hyuk stared at the screen, listening to the song until it ended. In the silence of the room, only Jungkook's voice echoed, singing the final line, one note, one name, one feeling I can't hide. He let out a deep sigh. If this gets released, the media will explode. But before he could finish, the studio door opened. Jungkook walked in with a serious expression. Hyungnim, I know this could be a problem, but I don't care. This song. I made it for Lisa. Not for the headlines. But because she deserves to know. Bang Si-hyuk fell silent. Then gave a faint smile. You always find ways to surprise me, Jungkook. But, for the first time, I truly feel like you're singing as yourself. Not as an idol. But as a man. Meanwhile, at YG Entertainment, Lisa received an audio file titled One Note for You in her private email. As she listened, tears welled up in her eyes. With every word, she knew, this wasn't just a song. This was a heartfelt confession she never expected, from Jungkook. Lisa's reaction, a song, a sign. In the quiet YG dorm room, Lisa sat in the corner of her room, earphones still on. The song played softly, and her heart remained unsettled. One note, one name, one feeling I can't hide. Her eyes shimmered with tears. Not because the lyrics were overly romantic, but because she knew, this wasn't fiction. This was real. This was Jungkook. She hit the replay button. For the umpteenth time moments later, she sent a short message, Lisa, did you really write this for me? But Jungkook didn't respond right away. HYBE and YG shaken, rumor or release. By morning, Korea's entertainment world was in chaos. An international fanbase account leaked news that Jungkook was preparing a song titled One Note for You, and that it was specifically written for Blackpink's Lisa. The hashtag Jungkook for Lisa instantly trended #1 worldwide. Armies were divided, some supportive, others shocked. Blinks? Equally surprised, but many said, if Jungkook really wrote that song for Lisa, then their love is deeper than rumors. YG Entertainment held an emergency meeting. Meanwhile, at HYBE, Bang Si-hyuk faced mounting media pressure, but ultimately, it was Jungkook's decision that would matter most. The confrontation. Bang Si-hyuk called Jungkook into his office. The atmosphere was tense. If this song is truly for Lisa, you need to be ready. This isn't just about feelings. It's about agencies, contracts, and image. Jungkook looked him straight in the eye. Hyungnim, all this time I've sung for fans, for albums, for projects. But this time, I just want to sing for someone. And I won't hide. Bang Si-hyuk stared at him for a long moment. Then smiled. You haven't changed. All right. If you're sure, we'll release it as a digital single. But on one condition. What is it? You'll be the one to announce it. 1 week later, Harmony Soul concert. At the K-pop collaboration concert Harmony Soul, Jungkook took the stage as the main star. With no prior announcement, he sat alone at a white piano. The lights dimmed. The crowd grew silent, then Jungkook spoke. I've never written a song for anyone, until someone came along and made me want to be honest with myself. This song is for her. As soon as the first note played, everyone knew this was the song. One note for you. But the biggest surprise? Lisa was in the front row as a special guest. When the song ended and the lights came back on, cameras caught Lisa, crying backstage. A quiet moment after the concert, Jungkook sat in the dressing room. His face was calm, but his heart was racing. He didn't know if Lisa would come or quietly leave, but within 5 minutes, there was a knock on the door. HYB's manager opened it, and there stood Lisa, in a black hoodie, eyes a little puffy. They looked at each other. No words. But their eyes said enough. Jungkook slowly stood, then gave a small smile. You heard it yourself, right? He said softly. Lisa looked down for a moment, then stepped closer. That's the most honest song I've ever heard from you. Jungkook gazed at her gently. I don't need an answer today. I just wanted you to know, everything I sang was real. Lisa paused, then nodded. I know. And I accept it. In that moment, they shared a brief hug. No cameras. No spotlight, just two hearts finally free to stop hiding. The media explodes. Jungkook and Lisa, a love story through song? The next day, all Korean and international entertainment news portals had one major headline. Newspaper: Jungkook dedicates romantic song to Lisa on stage, blinks and armies in tears. Clips of Lisa crying and Jungkook's emotional performance went viral. Reactions poured in. At Army 4JK, he's not just an idol. He's a human brave enough to be honest through music. We support you, Jungkook. At Lisa stan, if this is love, let them be happy. They're both hardworking and sincere. At NetBuzz, is this the beginning of K-pop's most iconic couple? HYB and YG release official statements that afternoon. Korea's two biggest agencies finally spoke out. HYB statement: One Note for You is a personal creation by Jungkook. We respect his decision as an artist who wants to express his feelings through music. YG statement: Lisa has listened to the song and responded personally. We support our artist in being true to herself, both as a performer and as a human being.